everyone, I'm Kat. Today's reading is his current thoughts. It can also be her current thoughts either, so whichever. I've done thousands of intuitive energy readings over the years, working with the guides and the angels, ascended masters, benevolent helpers, animal spirits and guides, and I can tell you that collectively they just have so much love, joy and assistance to offer. So this reading today is going to be super helpful, hopefully. They will bring through beautiful messages, they always do. They never let me down. So now let's find out what the guides, angels, etc. have to tell you today about your situation and his current thoughts. If you do like today's reading, please like it because that's really helpful for me. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to be notified of future uploads. I do upload every day. Okay guys, let's get on with it. Sorry about me moving the mat. Hello group one. Okay, so what are his current thoughts? We've got Knight of Swords, Nine of Wands, Death and the Six of Coins. Okay, this guy has got, he may well have made some questionable moves lately. He's maybe said some things and then not acted on them, or he's being very forceful. He might be a bit difficult to pin down or to understand. He may be a little bit all over the place. The Knight of Swords is a very strong kind of man on a mission kind of energy, but it's kind of a boisterous, changeable, change with the wind kind of energy. A little bit immature, a little bit confused, perhaps trying to find himself, you know, and not seeming to get exactly where he needs to be. The thing with it is, he's a bit all over the place, possibly up in his head, almost certainly too much up in his head, you know, so he's not kind of calm and balanced and intuitive. He's kind of full of fire of ideas. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, probably fire is not the right word because then that will give you the idea of one. So he's full of excitement of ideas, you know, and it's kind of a forceful masculine energy. That's true. But the reality is that although he maybe has a lot of ideas and maybe he's said a lot of words, or he's made some promises, or he's made some excuses, or whatever it is, even though that is all going on, the reality is he's having quite a challenging time going on here. You know, so he's blustering around, maybe a bit of a cover, because he's got some challenging stuff going on. Nine of Wands and Death at the centre. Death doesn't mean death, obviously, don't worry about that. It just means change. It means big change, it means transformation. Nine of Wands is saying that he's struggling to keep going. He's feeling like tired and fed up with the situation. He may be trying to end an old relationship or end a different situation. But the point is that he feels like he's under pressure. He can't really quite keep going. It feels challenging to him. It feels really difficult. He feels like, you know, he wants to keep going. He wants to get there. But he just kind of feels challenged in general. And he feels a bit wounded by the process. But the thing is that something needs to change. Something needs to be let go of. Something needs to transform. He needs to let go of something from the past. Some old wounds, some old situation. I do think that if he keeps going and he just kind of focuses his energy, he will be able to let this go. But the problem with the Knight of Swords is that he's got that clear thinking in a way, but because he's a little bit all over the place being a knight, it could be a bit difficult for him to focus. So he kind of needs to put quite a lot of things into place, and he maybe is struggling to get the kind of forwards motion because he's a little bit backwards and forwards with this Knight energy. That said, they do say that in the future, we've got the Six of Coins. There is the potential for balance, for happiness, for things to come into balance. Now, for you, this could be really good because the Six of Coins is about equal giving and receiving. In some ways, it could be that he is going to get his situation sorted and someone can offer something to him. If you're waiting for someone who's going through some sort of divorce or separation, this could be about like settlement or things being sorted out, because this can be about someone giving to him. But this could also be that because he sorts his situation out, he now has something to offer to you, because this card is about generosity. It's about people giving to you, but it's about you being able to give to other people as well. So I do think there will be some stability coming. The Six of Coins is also a card that is very much about tranquility and peace and being in a kind of prosperous, more balanced, kind of steady situation. So I do think once he's kind of got through this tough period and let go of this old situation, he will enter a period of tranquility and he will be more able to offer something to you. At the minute, he's so caught up in this ending or this old situation that it's kind of making his thoughts go all over the place. He's scattered and he's kind of trying to firefight the situation and just trying to keep going, really. I think he's lacking confidence, but maybe he doesn't really want to show you that he's lacking confidence with his situation. But it does look like his situation will improve. Thank you so much, number ones. I will see you tomorrow or on a private reading in the meantime. Oops. Okay, here's current thoughts. We've got Two of Coins, Page of Coins, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords. This guy, sorry, Eight of Swords. Did I say Knight of Swords? I don't really know. This guy is stressed. This guy is fearful. This guy feels overwhelmed. Okay, for sure. But he's on the cusp of a great new breakthrough, idea, opportunity to manifest his dreams, to go for what he really wants, to start working towards a goal. You know, because we got the Two of Coins here and the Eight of Swords. Both these cards are feeling of fear or overwhelm. The Two of Coins is saying he's got a lot going on. This can be literally or in his mind. He feels overwhelmed. He feels like he hasn't got much to give. He feels like everything's getting on top of him because everything is just so busy or crazy. Now this can be literally or like I said, it can be metaphorically, it can be in his own mind, but he feels overwhelmed, okay? The Eight of Swords is saying that his thinking is almost starting to cause a bit of self-sabotage. He's kind of hurting himself with his own thinking, his own over-processing, or being so logical that it's kind of hurting him. You know, that he's not able to open up to intuition. He's being overtly logical and it like I say, it's hurting him. It's not a good situation for him, okay? But that said, even though this is going on, we've got the Page of Coins at the centre of it and then the Ace of Swords. So in amongst this overwhelm and fear and overthinking, over-processing and scaring himself, we've got the Page of Coins, which is like a breakthrough idea. It's like good news of an idea or a possibility or an opportunity to kind of manifest your goals. Now, it doesn't mean they will manifest. It's like an idea or an opportunity is coming his way that will give him the chance to start investigating this idea. And this is an idea that can give him the future that he wants, can give him a chance to manifest the dreams that he wants to manifest. So something good, some piece of good news or some piece of information is coming his way that will allow him to start on this journey, you know. And we've got the Ace of Swords in the future, so I do think he's going to have like a clarity of thinking in the near future. Something's going to dawn on him. He's going to have a breakthrough idea. It's going to be something that once he realizes it, it changes everything. It's a forceful idea though that will cause maybe some casualties as well, because the reality is with the Ace of Swords, it can cut ties with the past. It can cause a little bit of it sometimes requires that the thought that you're having or the breakthrough idea that you're having requires you to kind of have a couple of battles, let go of some things, overcome some problems. But ultimately, this is a breakthrough idea that sees him being able to kind of have clarity of thought, see the truth, see the reality of the situation, and investigate some way to go for his goals. So his current thoughts are not great. His current thoughts are overwhelmed and confused. He's frightening himself, or he's over processing, overthinking the situation. But something new is coming in for him that will help to alleviate that. Loads of love, number 2s. I will see you tomorrow or on a private reading. See you guys. Don't know why that's gone fuzzy. Oh, there we go. Hello, number 3s. Okay, so his current thoughts. We've got King of Swords, the Star, Eight of Cups, Ace of Coins. Perfect. Yeah, this is interesting. So is this. He's got a strong clarity of mind. Now, this can be a good thing for you, or it might feel like a bad thing for you. It's not a bad thing for you, but it might feel that way. The King of Swords is someone who is, he is feeling very and thinking in a very single-minded fashion. He's not really wanting to feel too much or get too into the emotion. He's wanting to focus his mind, focus his thoughts, focus his action. He wants to be clear. He doesn't want to get bogged down in the grey area or the emotional stuff. He's probably erring towards logic than intuition. This can be someone who seems a little bit cut off or shut off at the moment. Now, this is a good thing if you're hoping for him to get a situation sorted out, to move on from something else or something difficult. But if you're waiting for him to come towards you with an emotional display or come towards you emotionally in any way, this probably isn't an indicator of that happening just yet, because he's kind of focused in a business-like way on his situation. The Star, though, says that if he's had a recent kind of catastrophe or some difficulty in his life or problems, you know, ending of an old relationship, trying to clear up an old situation, you know, the Star is about rebuilding after some sort of difficult time. It's about a new opportunity coming. It's about, you know, you being stripped bare of all the nonsense and being able to kind of find a new way forwards. It's very magical, though. It's got a very kind of mystical, magical aspect to it. It's definitely about kind of new emotional starts and new emotional beginnings, and that goes perfectly with this Eight of Cups, because that's exactly kind of in a slightly different way. It's got a very similar feel. I'm not saying these cards are the same, but you know, they go together really beautifully here, because he's kind of having a new opportunity with the Star. There is a chance for him to kind of find a new way to get what he wants. So something is dawning on him. He is seeing some possibility, but it does require him, Eight of Cups, to move on from the old situation. I think that there's still some old emotional ties or some old emotional situations. The Eight of Cups is saying that he does need this clarity of thinking. So if he feels detached or seems a bit distant, or, you know, maybe no communication at all or whatever, the point is here that he needs all of his faculties. He needs to think clearly and to be really focused, which the King of Swords is. He'll need this in order to make the most of this opportunity and to move on from the past. The Eight of Cups is really about emotional, spiritual growth. It's about being intuitive. It's about being focused on what you really want and leaving the past behind. The Star is about a new opportunity to get what you want. You know, there's a lot of opportunity at the center here. He is thinking that there is chance to move forward, but his thoughts are, I need to be single-minded, I need to be mature, I need to be sensible, I need to be business-like. You know, they're his thoughts around it. He is seeing that there's an opportunity in the future, Ace of Coins. There is an opportunity to kind of plant a seed that could grow and to bring prosperity in the future. But for him, it's like, regarding what you're asking around his current thoughts, your situation or whatever it is, they're saying, you know, for him, he looks at the situation and says, you know, it's early days. I'm prepared to plant the seed, but we've got to wait. We've got to see how things unfold. We've got to allow things to grow. This also to me says that he wants to do it properly, because the Ace of Coins is about a start that can grow into something that really has a future. So I think that he's trying to take a mature attitude towards it, and also to plant something that really will grow into something good in the long term. Thank you so much, number 3s. I will see you tomorrow or on a private reading in the meantime. Hello, number 4s. We've got the Lovers, the 3 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Coins. 2 3s, creation. Like that. So, his current thoughts. Okay, look. The reality here is that he is at an important choice point. He's got a lot going on. He's got a lot going on. I mean, the Lovers does kind of suggest that there is an emotional aspect here. This could indicate, obviously, it can indicate divine love. This could be an indicator that his current thoughts about you are loving ones. So that is a possible message. But I'm also very aware of the Lovers as in the choice interpretation here with everything else that's going on. He's having a tough time. Look at the centre here. We've got the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. These are very, very challenging energies. I'm just going to move this over because it's annoying me that it's still not in the middle. These are very challenging energies. You know, the 10 of Swords it's ending. There's an ending. This could be with you, but it could be with somebody else. This is an inevitable ending. This is an ending that's been going on for a while. This is a painful situation. This is something that was never going to work out, didn't work out, couldn't work out. It's a difficult, painful situation. It can include betrayal. It's the worst feeling card in the deck. I don't mean it's the worst card, it's the worst feeling card. However, once you get the 10 of Swords, the good news is about it is that basically the worst is already over. Because the 10 of Swords says something has happened that's made you feel the worst. But as soon as you felt the worst, the only way is up. You know, so the reality is that because this is paired with the 3 of Coins, I like this because he feels like he's hit rock bottom. But the 3 of Coins says that, you know, he's already learned something. He's already kind of part way on his way. He's at the first milestone on the new journey. Maybe by bringing about this ending, maybe by dealing with this old pain or old wound, whatever this 10 of Swords is, it's kind of having this ending or this difficult situation has brought about this, it goes hand in hand with this 3 of Coins. So it's kind of like, it's helping him to learn, it's helping him to grow, and it's starting to kind of show some progress towards this new situation. So it's like in his mind, okay, it's the worst feeling, he feels terrible, but he feels like he's building towards something now. That said, you know, and that's very true with this double 3, because it's all about that creation, building something, making something, moving forwards with something, you know. But the 3 of Swords says that there's a painful situation. You could be involved in a 3-way relationship here, you know, like a love triangle. But the point with the 3 of Swords is there's a lot of pain. There's a block as well around the heart and the heart chakra. There's some pain around heart pain, so relationship pain, old wounds, current situation. There's something that's causing some sort of block, and this is why we've got the Lovers right at the end here. He has to make a choice. He is at a choice point. I think some of it is already done. He's already faced some of the pain, but you know what, he has to make an important choice in order to move forward. He's got to be authentic, he's got to be honest. At the moment, his current thoughts are that it's early days. He's trying to sort himself out. He's trying to let go of old wounds, old pains. But, you know, it's going to require him to be completely honest and authentic around the situation. And I think that's quite challenging for him. You know, the 3 of Coins does bode well. This says, you know what, he's already at the first marker. So he's going in the right direction. Will he get there? Only time will tell, but he is heading in the right direction. So much love to you, number 4s. I will see you tomorrow or on a private reading in the meantime. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I hope you liked today's reading. If you did and you like it, that would be great. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you tomorrow or on a private reading in the meantime. Bye, guys.